Sage Labs is right around the corner. And so today I wanted to do more of a conversational style video where we sit down, prepare, and kind of get a feel for how it will all unfold. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Atlas Theory. Now, the idea for this kind of more conversational video was sparked by Michael Wagner, the CEO of Star Atlas, over on Twitter when he said, just wanted to clarify that the release of Sage Labs will represent the largest deployment of game architecture on chain the world has ever seen. That got me fired up. I know that the community in general has been fired up. I don't know if you guys have felt the same energy that I have. Polis prices are going up. Ships are being swept off the market. It's go time. We're like right about there. So I want to make sure you guys are prepared. Now, before we get into it, if you guys are new to Star Atlas, I have a video about where we are with like the release schedule, also a video introducing Sage Labs and golden tickets, which I'll talk about both today. So that's a little bit of context if you're brand new, before we dive into this. Also, at the end, I'm going to shout out a Discord I've been working on to help you guys prepare for Sage Labs and just build a fun time together. So we'll get into that at the end. So we're going to hop over to Twitter. So I was really curious how people are planning out their Sage Lab strategies. So I have a few tweets here. What will you be doing in Sage Labs? This is an active poll. I have mining, crafting, or scanning for SDUs. Now, the SDUs, since the last time we covered Sage Labs, is a new thing. It was talked about in the last Atlas brew. So we'll get into that here in a little bit. It's very important to know what that is because it is a major part. So if you'd like, come over and vote. The second one here is a Star Atlas question of the day. Considering Sage Labs, what would be the smartest way to deploy $5,000? Now, I don't have that money, but it's cool to paint a concept at least and see how people would break that up. Got a few answers, not really like monetarily broken down yet, but here, buy 3 taps and then the rest in tips. So these are mining ships that we'll get to see are being bought up here in an Afian article here in a moment. But I also thought this was a cool reply from Rook. I think it depends on your play style personally. If you want to be guild oriented with a smaller fleet, mining. If you want to be a lone wolf, SDU scanning with a large fleet. If you want both with a medium fleet, go crafting. So it kind of gives you like a good hint towards potential strategy. Again, look into what fleets that you can build personally. Also consider if you'd want to join a guild if you haven't already, or what that would look like if you just like played as a squad with friends, right? Or with us over in the Discord that I mentioned. So yeah, really cool stuff here. Now, jumping over to this tweet from Michael Wagner, CEO of Star Atlas, slowly then all at once here. And this kind of goes into the ships that have been bought. And Afia reports it looks that like people are buying all of the capital and commander ships below origination price. If you know, you know. And that is very true. These are getting scooped up along with actually small ships that have cargo slots, I've noticed. So that's really interesting. The other thing, talking about the tip and tap from the tweet, are these ships here, the Armstrong Imp or IMP tap and IMP tip. These are your uncommon and rare mining ships. So I can see why these are going. These have dual use cases. They can be in faction claims or used in Sage. So very nice to have as part of your fleet. I currently don't have them. If I get some liquidity, I will likely pick some up. But yeah, for those of you who are looking to buy ships, these may be some good ones, unless you want to buy a lot of like extra small ships to have a larger fleet. Again, depends what you're going for, extraction, crafting, or scanning. Speaking of scanning, let's jump over into the hologram article here. I'm going to just link this below. This is super, super important. It gives you a lot of details of things you'll want to know about the launch of Sage Labs. Most of it have been covered in this video, mostly like what you can do and also the crafting of golden tickets. I can put all those videos from mine that I've created again down in the description along with this article. Just get yourself familiar. It's going to be an awesome time. But let's jump to scanning and SDUs. During the Atlas Brew, it was shared that there would be a scanning function in Sage Labs similar to escape velocity. So in escape velocity, we flew around the map with our ships, and there's a scan button, and we were able to find loot. Looks like this is going to be something similar. SDUs will be spread out. We'll take our fleet, travel around a sector, and scan for these SDUs. Really, really cool. Here it gives some percentages, so read through that. Now, what are SDUs used for? Number one, can be traded, sold on the galactic marketplace to other players. Number two, used in the redemption process when claiming Sage Labs loot in exchange for crafted items. Very cool. Number three, used in the process of crafting golden tickets. So let's go through these three real fast and just talk about them. Number one, can be traded, sold on Galactic Marketplace. So again, if you're a solo player, this comes in handy, right? You got to go around. You yourself may not be using the SDUs in the crafting process, so you will want to sell them, especially if the price starts to go like this, which it might. So really cool. Number two, using the redemption process. I think this is also awesome because there's going to be people who specialize in crafting, which is something I'm looking at personally doing. So you may be able to exchange these for crafted items, right? So you can spend all your intention on SDUs and still get those craftable items that you would otherwise have to go through the extraction and crafting processes for. Number three, use in the crafting of golden tickets. Golden tickets, I'm super interested to see how this golden ticket experiment works. There's a lot of great prizes, but oh man, I don't know if I would just want the value of selling a golden ticket or the needed items to craft a golden ticket versus, wagering those in a raffle. I don't know. What are you guys doing? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, in the last Atlas Brew, Michael Wagner gave, I guess, a tease or, a joke that should they host next week's Atlas Brew, which is Wednesday this week, in Sage Labs. And there was kind of a silence. There was this weird feel like, are we releasing it? Are we not? Who knows? It may not be ready, but I think it just hints that we're a lot closer to the release of Sage Labs than we think. So I wanted to make this video to prepare you, to give you the resources. Again, I would go in order of watching that intro to Sage Labs video, link down below that I made, then my golden ticket, and then the hologram article is the order that I would go in. And then number four, when you complete those, or even just now, come hop in the newly created Atlas Theory Discord. This is where I'll be posting all my information behind the scenes of the content that I create on the platforms that I create them. I will also be having a Sage district is what I'm calling them, and also a UE5 one for racing and PvP. So I'm creating out a whole Star Atlas themed Discord for members of my community. So please come over, talk. There's even like a buy sell trade on there. Just cool ways for us to engage and build this community bigger and stronger. It is guild agnostic, so it doesn't matter if you're in a guild or not, and it doesn't matter which faction you're in. You can just come and have a good time. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button for me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe. I'm going to dive into Sage Labs and also the future UE5 releases. There will be live streams and extra content. So I hope you follow along and share the Star Atlas journey with me. But until then, I'll see you guys later, and may the blessings of Iris be upon you.